Welcome to Discover East County, where we walk the paths of hardworking folks who share the stories of their lives and businesses. I'm your host, Valley, and today I'm here with Johnny. You and your family own Oma's in, I guess it's El Cajon, but off of El Monte Valley in that area?
Yeah, technically Lakeside, yeah.
Okay, everybody knows Oma's that lives in the area. Everybody should have visited there already for many different occasions, but I just want to dive in, talk about the history of Oma's, what it means to you and in your family, I guess.
Yeah, no, for sure. So my grandparents, they immigrated from the Netherlands, small little country in Europe. They said, where can we go? That has great weather and high taxes. San Diego, here we come.
That's funny.
So they moved here in the 1950s and then started the farm that we now operate in 1960. And Netherlands is known for dairy farms, lots of cows that produce milk. So I started a dairy farm in El Monte Valley in front of El Capitan. And we did that for a long time. I think at our peak, we milked about 700 Holstein cows.
Oh, wow.
The black and white ones you see at Chick-fil-A. And did that for a long time. And then my oma, which means grandma in Dutch. My opa means grandpa. But my oma started bringing schools to the farm in like the 90s. And she was super Dutch, thick accent, wore these wooden shoes called klompens. And I think the kids were just amazed, one by her, but then by like the farm experience.
Yeah.
She'd bake them cookies called butter cookies. A lot of people
wow.
know her because of these butter cookies that she made. And then she'd walk around the farm. They'd go see the cows get milked. She'd tell them about their feed and how they eat and that kind of thing. And then my parents, my mom and dad, they kind of took that on from her and grew it, built it up, started the pumpkin patch in 2000, which really took things to kind of the next level.
Yeah.
So then we kept milking cows for a long time. We've depleted our herd, and now we only milk a handful of cows, but really have grown what's called agritourism. So it's an experience on an agriculture type facility like the farm that we do where and we focus on safety, education, and fun, and kids coming out, whether it's schools or families, and get to experience what we do.
Oh my gosh, there's so much. So you pull into Oma's, and I've been going there for years. You pull into Oma's, you guys have even expanded the parking.
We have, yeah,
area,
big deal.
Which is cool.
Got to park cars.
Yeah, you expanded the parking area. I think first of all, to go back, I think it's really cool that your Oma brought their skills from the dairy farm from the Netherlands here, and it's a really cool thing to just have that family history, and it's sort of set up like a family compound. If you look around, you can kind of see
the good kind.
The houses, the houses in the background, and I think that's cool. Like you have so much history there, but you do see the cows and you see that section, and then when you walk in, it's like immediate things to see. There's the dried corn husks that kind of map out the way that people should go and check in. What was cool is I bought like a wagon full of pumpkins in the past and brought them to a school that one of my kids went to, and just donated them. But I thought that was a cool thing that you can just buy them in bulk. But you guys have, I remember seeing over by the parking lot that you were growing the pumpkins out there in the farm. So growing pumpkins it seems pretty easy. They kind of do grow like weeds, but they also don't. You have to have specific understanding of pumpkin growing, as I understand it.
Yeah. No, we actually just planted this week for the fall. Yeah, so cool. Beginning of June's typical time to plant all the fall like harvest crops, so corn and pumpkins go on the ground, and then we have another farm we work with as well up in Ramona who does a lot of growing too of pumpkins too.
That's cool. So you can get them to come in and then so. Who do you guys just have like people that work for you that help you plant the pumpkins? Yeah.
That's crazy. I was one of our employees and myself, and then his kids, and we were all out there last night with my kids, like planting the corn, getting things ready, laying the drip lines, digging the holes for the seeds, all that kind of stuff.
There's so much to do. I mean, even I was driving around in one of the tours, and I was thinking, man, they even have to just maintain the grounds as like a whole field itself.
It's a lot of dirt.
Yeah. But I mean, we're in East County, right? So like weeds grow, you get gophers, you get all kinds of things that you have to just maintain and keep it away. You guys have those goats over there. You still have the goats, right?
We do, yeah. And we have a herd of, there might be like 25 of them that just kind of roam around the farm that just weed abate, just eat weeds and climb the mountainside and just kind of go. You'll see them when you come.
So those are the employees for the week.
Yes, they've unionized at this point. So we're dealing with goat unions, which is fun. But
yeah, and I do like you guys recently added the play structures and that big I guess it's a awning that keeps the shades under the tables.
That's right.
It seems semi new over by the grass area.
Yeah.
What I remember and I wanted to talk about is you have upcoming it's kind of like a summer experience. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so we have one in July 10 and 11. It's called Summer Splash. And then July 31st and August 1st, which is called Bubble Blast. So each one will have water slides set up from, we got some like 30-foot water slides to small like 10-foot water slides for kids, all kinds of sizes. So the water slides are super fun. We have all our regular activities open as well. But one of the highlights of the event is we bring out a water truck every hour and then just blast water into the field and the kids run in it. Some love it, some don't. Some parents get sprayed without even realizing it's coming. But that's a real fun highlight.
I remember that. We did that one time and the truck comes in, it comes out sideways from the truck. Yeah. And it just squirts the water out and the kids are just screaming. It's really fun.
Yeah, they'll see it from, they'll be 100 yards away and see the water truck start pulling, and then just the screams happen, and the kids start running over, and it's really fun.
It's not terrible. It's a pretty affordable experience. I have 3 kids, and I took all of them, and I just sat there and plugged into my laptop and worked away while they enjoyed kind of just safe roaming and playing. Yeah. I think that's a cool thing that you guys added to OMA's, and this. You guys have all your typical things, right? So when we talk about like the pumpkin patch coming up, you have. You can sit on a little little tractor that's doesn't work anymore, which I think is important for kids. You guys have the I forget, it's a cottonseed slide.
Yep.
Yeah. You can lasso stuff, put your head in and take a picture with your family.
All the fun harvest things.
And then there's the little bike tractor
the tricycles
thing. Those are so cool. I remember playing on those when I was little on my grandma's farm. But I think that these little experiences for kids, the hands-on stuff, is so valuable, and it's such a great addition to our community. I love all the things who comes up with these ideas.
It's a great question. To your point of the experience as a whole, our heart is one of you kind of pay to come in, and then you get to do everything, right? I got 3 kids of my own now. My oldest is only 3.5, but the experience of going somewhere and having to pay for every single thing that you do is just really hard as a parent. Because you want your kids to do everything. You want them to experience and enjoy. Anything we do charge for is typically like feed for animals or things that are kind of perishable. And the things you can get ahead of time too, and you don't even realize you paid for it, and you're like, great, this is awesome, and a bonus when you get there. So that's our heart, is you come in, you pay once, and as a dad, as a mom, you're not worrying about pulling out your wallet every 10 minutes to do the next thing. So that's kind of the hope that we've built in regards to the different stations and activities that kids can rotate around. But a lot of it is credit to my dad. He has spent years, our family vacations growing up were visiting farms across the country, and he's like, all right, we're going to this farm in Arizona, and they had this idea that he pulled from, and then he brings it back and then worked with the team to kind of create it and make it happen.
Oh, that's so cool.
So that's a big part of it. And then we're also part of, it's a big group called NAVDMA that's basically farms across the country that do what we do. There's farms that will serve 150,000 people in the fall that like we're meeting with that are just like a massive scale. Okay. And they have a lot of ideas, a lot of groups that they work with. A ton of vendors that they deal with as well.
Does your whole family go to that, or just a few of you?
Just a couple of us will go out to that event. That's so cool. Yeah, and you get to visit other farms, see how they do things, and take those ideas and then personalize them, make it your own, right? There's definitely like a cookie cutter way to do it, but you also got to add your personal flair to the experience and how you do it and everything.
Have you guys ever ran into any issues at OMA's where you're like, oh man, that's devastating? Like, you're in the valley. Has there been any floods that you've had in there? Has like anything come up in the last 20, 30 years? It's been like, had it kind of set you guys back?
Yeah, that's a great question. In 2003, there was a cedar fire that burned basically the entire valley. By God's grace, my dad and uncle, we had water trucks at the time and just stayed and like kept spraying the farm. Really? Yeah. So that protected. Most people in San Diego County can attest their experience of that fire.
Sure.
And everything.
I got the chills from that.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah.
So that was pretty crazy in a moment where we thought we might kind of lose the farm as a whole. And then a couple of years of just heavy rain. I mean, what we do, if it is a heavy rain season in the fall, it obviously impacts what we can do. Yeah, exactly. So there's been a few things like that, but man, like I said, by God's grace, He really has protected us and kept us where
Speaking of that, I kind of, one of the reasons I reached out to you is because you guys had came to my daughter's school and brought some chicks, I think, about 50 chicks or something.
Yeah.
And they were so into it and they loved it. So I knew you guys did field trips to Omaha's, that the schools would pile in the buses and come down and you guys do this whole really cool presentation and they get a tour. But I didn't know there was options to come to the school. What was that like and how did that start?
Yeah, that was a few years back. My mom and dad were doing that. We haven't done that much recently. But someone we do partner with is called Ag in the Classroom. I think it's a group in California where basically they bring a cow to a school and the kids get to watch. Yeah, they have a trailer, they pick it up, they bring it to a school, and the kids get to watch like a live cow milking demonstration happen at the school. So that's something we partner with now. A majority of what we do at this point is schools coming to the farm. And how we're trying to kind of cater that is just opening more slots for more schools, because there's so many schools that want that type of experience. I mean, kids come out for our spring field trips. We just finished the season, but they get to come out and watch a live cow milking demonstration. And kids are like, milk doesn't come from a shelf in a grocery store. Like, it comes from a cow. It's crazy. Yeah. So it's cool seeing the light bulb go off, seeing like the process of, hey, there's so much husbandry that takes place and taking care of animals, feeding them, the production process, all these kinds of things. And we get to educate them on a lot of that. So,
and it's really fun. It's fun education.
It is,
because you made me laugh a couple times in the presentation.
That's good.
Tell me about the future of Omaha's. What do you guys have in the work in the near future for whether it's on the farm of events or anything that you guys are excited about that's coming up?
Yeah. So it's a lot of what we're doing right now. I think where we're trying to hone the experience is how do we make sure it's the most seamless process for parents bringing their kids to the farm, right? Like you said, there's a lot of dirt everywhere. There's a lot of old tractors. There's a lot of things where we want to make sure it's as safe as possible, but also give people that like rich, real, authentic experience when they come to a farm, right? And it's a fine line to balance, because you want people to like do some crazy activities and wild things, but you're also like, all right, we want to make sure it's safe in the process. So making sure that customer experience is as perfect as it can be, where it's wait time checking in, right? Someone's kid is just tired of waiting in line. We want to get them in as quickly as possible. So that's a big part of it. I think continuing to build out our recess events, which go from the spring and summer. We do one weekend each month from March to July-ish. And just trying to build those out as much as possible so people get a full experience out of that. That's kind of the experiential side. Pumpkin Patch continue to do what we're doing. And then activity-wise, we have a big slide that we're building right now.
Oh, wow.
It's huge. Yeah. It's going to be, you get in a tube and you slide down this slide and go to the bottom. The plan is to have that ready by the fall. So that'll be the big thing that's coming. And then from there, just continue to add little things here and there to
You guys have the fastest slide in town. I have to tell you, the slide.
It's quick.
You know which one I'm talking about.
Ones,
I love it. And the kids love it because it's a simple slide, but it's fast. And I think that's part of why all the kids love that one so much. But I just wanted to tell you thank you for all that you guys do for the community. There's nothing like it, even close nearby. I want to just tell you to keep going, keep it up. If there's anything we can do as a community to support you guys, let us know and we'll get the word out there. But you guys are awesome.
Thank you.
It's an incredible experience. If you haven't been, you have to go. You could just hop online to their website and book online there, and it's an easy ticket to scan and sign in. Like you said, very seamless process.
Seamless. There you go.
Anything else that you want to touch on? Or are we good? We covered everything?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're just grateful, right? It's as much as we want to give back to the community, it's a community that allows us to continue doing what we're doing.
For sure.
And yeah, just grateful for people that come, that support, that have been coming to Omaha's. It's pretty cool seeing, I mean, especially from a school standpoint, there's teachers who have been coming for 20, 25 years. And my parents got to educate their students 10 years ago. And now my dad and we get to educate their kids. And just seeing the impact on kids' lives and the teachers and them knowing the experience their kids get to get. Man, I'm just really grateful for the teachers that continue coming, for the families that continue coming. they're what make this place what it is and make us continue doing what we do.
Well, thanks again, and thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you guys for watching Discover East County. We'll see you next time.